Welcome to the NodeGoat video tutorials. Hopefully these videos, along with the NodeGoat handbook, will make learning NodeGoat a little bit easier. So I'm just going to walk you through the data input process briefly. So we're going to start by going to nodegoat.coloradocollege.edu. Then you're going to enter your login credentials and hit login. And this will bring you to the NodeGoat homepage. And you'll notice that there are three tabs up here: Data Management, Design. And to enter data, you want to be on the Data tab, which should be the default. But if for some reason you end up on the Design tab or the Management tab, all you have to do is just click back on the Data tab. So once on the Data section of the website, you'll notice that there's a menu up here with available types. So we have Location, Document, Encounter, and Person. So all data entry is going to begin by inputting a document. So to do that, you just need to click on the Document tab here in the Types menu, and then click Add Document. So this will open a list of fields for the type document. And it begins with Inputter, which simply you're just going to select your name from the list. And then you're going to come down here to Archive, and you're going to select the archive in which the document is held. And then enter the carton number. So these fields, carton number and document number, will both let you enter numbers and letters. So let's say it's document 10. You're going to come down here to document type. And this is a classification field, which will look like a drop-down list. And so you just need to select the appropriate answer from this drop-down list. So let's say it's a entrapment and an arrest. Now, you can make multiple selections for these fields, and they'll appear above the text box right here. Now, let's say you are on this list and you don't see the document type that you need. If you don't see it, you're just going to go to New, enter the document type. So let's say arrest wasn't listed. So we're just going to add arrest, and then you're going to click Save Document Type. Now, I'm not going to do that because arrest is already there, but you get the idea. And let's say you make an incorrect selection. Let's say you accidentally select counterfeit currency. You can always remove that selection by clicking the subtract symbol right there. Now the date, we're going to enter the date. Let's say it's the 10th of August, 1781. Now if any part of this date is missing, you're simply going to enter 99 for the missing section of the date. So let's say we know the month and the year, but not the day. You're just going to enter 99 in there. Same goes for the year. You're just going to enter 99 where the year would be. Okay, so we know the date. Now we're going to come down here to day and enter the day that the report was authored. Now let's say it's Saturday. Enter the time the document was authored. So let's say it was 4 a.m. You're going to select the author from this list, and this field is the same, if you remember, as document type. So if you don't see the author, click New and add the author. Let's say we don't know the author, but we do know the commissioner, Foucault, and agents, if there were any agents specifically mentioned. Let's say there weren't any mentioned. So you're going to click yes or no if this was a watch. It was not a watch. These fields are for Thoreau details. So if there were any Thoreau letters included in the dossier, you're going to select yes. There weren't any in this. If so, the number of letters, let's say there were 4, you just enter 4 there. And then any annotations or marginalia, you're going to select yes or no. Let's say there are annotations, and the number of pages in which annotations appear. Let's say it was just 1. Okay, so now we have the additional details field, which is really used for any information not captured by the fields above or anything memorable that you want to record. It can also be used to do or to write a brief summary of the document if you would like. So let's say a brief summary, pederasty, patrol, arrest of 2 men suspected of pederasty, and it happened in Versailles. Now the formatting is not particularly important here. It's just important that you capture all the details you want. So image, the next field is just going to upload a image file of the document. So you're just going to click here where it says file, and you're going to add an image of the file. And it'll accept JPEGs or PDFs or whatever the images happen to be in. You're just going to select it, hit open, and now anyone who reviews this record will be able to view a picture of the document. Now these two fields here, additional review required, and if so, why, appear on a lot of the input menus. They're really to capture any issues with the document that make the input not complete. So if, let's say, there's a handwriting issue with this document, we can't read some of the handwriting, we're going to select yes for additional review required, and here we're just going to write handwriting issue. Now that'll allow us to go back when we have a data set and clean up or review documents that need further review. Now down here you'll see there's a sub-objects editor, which most of the input, in fact all of the input menus have. So for sub-objects editor, you're just going to click the appropriate sub-objects that you want to add. For type document, there happens to be only one. So just add the patrol date and the locations of the patrol mentioned in the document. So to add the sub-object, you're just going to click the plus sign here, and that'll open the sub-object input forms. Now, date. Now let's say the document was authored on the 10th of August, 1781 at 4 o'clock in the morning, but the patrol location happened on the 9th of August, and so we're just going to add that date there, which can differ from the date of the document was authored. Now, once we've entered the date, you're going to see this location reference, which is standard on all sub-objects. And you're going to select from the first drop-down menu location and then located. It should be defaulted to those selections, but if not, just select location and located. Now, here, you're going to search a list of locations or small cities in France that we've uploaded. So the patrol happened in Versailles. So we're going to click Versailles. Now let's say the location didn't appear in this drop-down list. It's the same sort of field as many above, where you're just going to click New, and it's going to open this location menu. Most likely you're not going to know the latitude and longitude of the location you're interested in. So what you're going to do is just enter the location name. So let's say Versailles wasn't listed, and you're just going to hit Save Location. Now it's not important that you have any geographic data for this. We can go back and enter it once we have a list of locations. So I'm not going to do that because our location is listed. So we have Versailles. And then patrol details, really anything from the patrol that is of note that you can add here. Or let's say the location wasn't specific. Let's say it was a patrol at night down by the river. So you would just say, you would leave the location field blank, and and you would enter the patrol location, the sort of nondescript located down by the river. Okay, so we have that here. All appropriate fields have been entered. Now you're just going to, once all appropriate fields are entered, you're just going to click Save Document. Now, you'll see up here you get a action returned with success, which lets you know that the document was saved, although this menu won't disappear. So to make sure that the document was saved, you can come down here and look at the sort of table of documents that have already been entered. So we'll look here, Archives, 4E was the carton number, document 10, and then the date of the document there. And if you really want to be sure that this is the document that you just entered, you can always click on it, which will open up the sort of details of the document here, along with the image, and you can just click out there. So that's adding a document, and once you've added this document, you're going to want to remember the name, because all encounters that you add for that document will be referenced. We'll have a reference field that lists this document right here.